Hi, I'm Nadia.
And I'm Nicole, and welcome to the Wealth Twins channel.
Today we're going to tell you 5 things you need to know before investing in Fidelity's FZROX.
We're going to tell you about the structure of the fund, the fine print it has, and how FZRX compares to other well-known funds and ETFs.
This video is meant to help you decide if you want to own this Fidelity fund in your stock market portfolio. If that sounds good to you, hit the like button and let's get started.
Now, FZROX is Fidelity's Zero Total Market Index Fund. It is a large blend fund that was designed to reflect the performance of the U.S. equity market, including large, mid, and small cap stocks.
Now, the fund was founded in 2018, and it normally invests in a majority of its assets in common stocks that are part of Fidelity's proprietary U.S. Total Investable Market Index. As of the end of June 2021, the fund has over 2,600 holdings and at a yield of 1.19%. It trades around a NAV of $15.
Now, FZROX is a relatively new fund, like Nadia mentioned, founded in 2018, that offers customers a chance to invest with zero minimum requirement and zero fees for buying and holding it in your account. Normally, a customer will have to pay fees like management fees, transaction fees, and service fees, but not with this one.
Yeah, in case you were wondering, FZROX is not an ETF. It is an index fund. And you see 0, FZRO, just letting you know. This means that the fund is passively managed and that the price of the fund does not fluctuate during market hours. When you have an index fund, you're not paying for a professional money manager to actively pick and choose the underlying companies that make up FZROX. And the value of the fund is based on the NAV.
Now, NAV actually stands for Net Asset Value, which is the market value of the assets a fund holds divided by the number of shares the fund has outstanding. Now, the NAV is calculated at the end of the business day, and it can fluctuate from day to day, okay? Now, because of this, when you purchase a fund such as FZROX, you will not know the price you paid for it until the NAV is calculated at the end of the day and your trade settles.
Yeah. When you buy an ETF, you will not have to wait until the end of the day to see how much you paid to get into the fund. You will know the price you paid just by looking at the market price available. If this is sounding a little confusing for you, don't worry, we've got you, okay? We have a video we made where we go over the differences between index funds, ETFs, and mutual funds, and their pricing. To make it easier for you to find, we've added it to the end of this video.
Now, what's great about being able to buy an index fund like FZROX with all of its zero features is that you can get instant diversification and more of your money will go to investing, working hard for you and not going towards fees.
That's what we want. Use your money to work for you.
Yeah. Now, these factors can make for a safer, longer-term investment than just buying a single company stock.
Now, on top of the instant diversification with FZROX, you also get paid dividends. Dividends are cash payments that you get just for holding the investment. You can either take the cash or reinvest the dividend to buy more of the index funds.
Dividends are also the only way to make passive income in the stock market because the only thing you have to do to receive a dividend is just purchase a dividend investment. It's simple.
That sounds simple to me. Hold it and just buy it, okay? Truthfully, a no minimum, low to no cost index fund is a great way to invest if you're a beginner investor. It's also a nice option if you want to start investing while you're still paying off debt.
Yes. No reason why you can't invest even though you're in debt, okay? So look at these low to no cost investment things such as an index fund to see if you can start investing today.
Yeah. Now, you may be asking yourself, why would Fidelity create a zero index fund like this where they're actually getting nothing in terms of fees or minimums? What's in it for them?
What's in it for them,
Nicole?
Well, the original reason why Fidelity created this fund was to get new clients and compete against other low-cost index funds such as Vanguard's FSKAX index fund. Now, FSKAX is the golden child in the index fund world, and long-term investors flock to it because of the performance and the low fees. Now, we have to admit that FSKAX is a really good Vanguard index fund, but the fund has a $3,000 minimum in order to get into it. So it could be a little bit out of reach for some people who want to invest right now.
Yeah, the whole zero angle for Fidelity is a gimmick. Okay, Fidelity actually takes a loss on FZROX. Fidelity is willing to take this loss because it's betting that if they offer this type of product, then it's seen as valuable, and then they can take some of the market share away from Vanguard, like they have for the VTSAX, and potentially sell these new customers some of their other products and services that they offer. They make their money on the back end. Okay, they're gonna make money some way. They make it on the back end.
They're smart. They're smart. Okay. Now that you know what's in it for Fidelity, we want to give you some other info to see if this zero gimmick that they have actually makes FZROX good enough for you to buy into it. Okay.
Although we're big proponents of not paying fees and love the fact that FZROX has no minimums, there are some other aspects of this Fidelity Index Fund that we want you to be aware of before you make your decision to buy.
Yes. Now, the first one is the fine print of this fund.
Fine print, read it.
FZROX is a fund that can only be held at Fidelity.
That's not fair.
That isn't an issue if you're happy being a Fidelity customer and you decide to never leave them. Okay,
so I don't like commitments like that.
Well, if you are like many people who don't like commitments, if you want to decide that maybe one day you want to transfer your account to another brokerage company such as Charles Schwab, you will have to first sell your position in FZROX before you're able to actually close your Fidelity account.
Yeah, this means that the FZROX is not portable. You can't just move the fund as part of your investment portfolio over to another broker like you can with many other index funds. Portability of index funds is something that we believe you should consider before buying, because it becomes a headache later on down the road if you want to switch brokers, okay?
Now, question for you guys. Do you think Fidelity is right for not making this fund portable? Yes or no? Write it in the comments and let us know what you think.
I think they're wrong, but you let us know, okay? Now, the next thing we believe that you must know before buying FZROX is that there are alternatives, even some offered by Fidelity that can also fit your needs and may even be a better fit for you.
Yeah, such as Fidelity's Total Market Index Fund, ticker symbol FSKAX. It actually holds more companies, has a longer track record, performs just as well, and also has no minimums or trading fees.
Sounds good to me.
Now, the differences between FZROX and FSKAX is that FSKAX has a small expense ratio of 0.1015%, which means that they charge you 15 cents for every $1,000 you have invested.
Now, FSKAX also uses a different benchmark and has more companies that can give a better representation of the total U.S. market. FSKAX is a benchmark against the Dow Jones U.S. Total Stock Market Index. Based on our research, FSKAX seems to be doing a good job tracking its benchmark, which is a good thing because guess what? FSKAX is portable.
I like how Nadia says FSKAX. Anyway.
Yeah, it's like alphabet soup, but we'll put it up for you.
If you have a Fidelity account, we think FSKAX is definitely worth the look. And depending on the type of account you are trading for, it might even be a better fit for you.
Yeah.
Now, not only is FSKAX also a great alternative to FZRX, it's also a great alternative to that Vanguard fund that we mentioned before, the FSKAX, okay? Based on historical info, $10,000 invested in FSKAX or VTSAX fund over a 3-year period would have given you about the same amount of return.
Yep.
However, remember, VTSAX has a minimal initial investment of $3,000, and guess what? FSKAX does not have a minimum.
Nope. If you would like to compare these three funds quickly, with VTSAX, the 3-year value on $10,000 would have given you over $17,000 today. The 3-year value on $10,000 invested in FSKAX would have given you $16,700. The 3-year value on $10,000 with FZROX would give you a little over $16,000. Now, if you still like VTSAX, you can still buy it as a Fidelity customer and hold it in your account.
Yeah.
You will just be charged trading fees because it isn't a Fidelity fund. FSKAX is a Fidelity fund, so it doesn't have any trading fees for Fidelity customers.
Now, if you aren't interested in VTSAX because of the high initial purchase, but would still like to have another fund that isn't offered by Fidelity, we have another solution for you. Another no minimum total market index fund that you can compare both of those Fidelity funds to is Charles Schwab's total market fund, ticker symbol SWTSX.
Yeah, we go into more detail about Charles Schwab's SWTSX and some other interesting index funds in our top 5 Charles Schwab
Top
index
5.
funds video. So if you want to learn more about it along with VTSAX and index funds in general, take a look at our index fund playlist that we have linked at the end of this video.
Yep. Now, competitor index funds are not the only alternatives you have if you are interested in investing with little money.
Yeah.
Another alternative you can buy are fractional shares.
Mm-hmm.
Fractional shares are fractions of a share of stock that you can buy for as little as $1.
Yeah, fractional shares are a great way to start investing in single stocks and in some cases ETFs. Fidelity allows you to buy fractional shares on both ETFs and single stocks. But as of now, the only way to buy them is through Fidelity's investment app. It's a little annoying that you can't buy them on their web platform, but if you can deal with that, you should check out the choices they offer and compare them to FZROX.
Yeah, check them out, guys. Only on the app, though, not on their platform on the web. Now, if you'd like to learn more about fractional shares in general, check out our stock slices and fractional share videos we have linked in the description of this video.
Yeah, and if you found any value in this video, show these twins some love, subscribe to the channel, and share this with someone you care about.
See you guys in the next video.
See you in the next video.